Fans, take a close look at the face of Ace Rockwell. That is a man on a mission. He is potentially 1 week away from facing Sean Tempers at Hardcore Hell. All he has to do is defeat Dominous.
You say that's all he has to do. Now, Greg Hunter, you know as well as I do how I feel about Dan the Dragon Wilson, the Devil's Reject. But I think Ace may have bitten off a little bit more than he can chew. This monster, Dominous, I mean, this guy is out of this world. He's not even human. The guy is 7'1". I mean, God knows how much he weighs. And he's possessed by Dan the Dragon Wilson, the devil himself, Lucifer, Satan, whatever you want to call him. This man has no heart. And the man in the ring, and I'm not talking about Ace Rockwell, has no brain.
You see Dan Wilson, David Koresh himself, are attempting to exert some control over Dominous. And right there, biting the hand, was Ace Rockwell to get out of that. A blatant choke, but a boot puts the 7-figure deal on the floor. He has wanted to get his hands on Sean Tempers, and rightfully so.
I mean, but look at the way, I hate to cut you off there, Hunter, but I mean, look at the way Dominous is just dominating, so to speak, Ace Rockwell. I mean, he's just throwing him around like a rag doll. I mean, he is just controlling him. And I mean, look at this. I mean, this guy's, he's not human, Greg Hunter.
He's obvious, the man's not a wrestler. You're right, he may not be human. I mean, he looks like he came out of a swamp or a bog somewhere. Right now, just kicking the crap out of the 7-figure deal. And you can hear the crowd here in the NWA Arena screaming, "Let's go, Ace."
You know what, though? Let me ask you a question. I mean, Ace Rockwell, very good-looking young man, okay? Promising career ahead of him. I question his intelligence. But, I mean, is it really worth it getting in Sean Tempers to have to go through this?
If you had suffered through what these two men have, this is a guy that Ace Rockwell considered his best friend in the world. A man he had traveled up and down the roads of professional wrestling with. A man that he had been a champion with, and a man that betrayed him. And it is a man that it is obvious that Ace Rockwell will do anything to get his hands on, and that includes facing this spawn from the underworld known as Dominous. Bear hug here applied. The strength of Dominous is unearthly.
And right there, just driving that boot, I mean, looks to be about a size 17, 18 boot, right into the face of Ace Rockwell. I mean, it's bent him over the ropes. And the puppet master himself, Dan the Dragon Wilson, encouraging this man to inflict as much punishment on Ace Rockwell as possible. Now the question is, Ace Rockwell, let's say he does somehow pull off the win in this match. What kind of shape will he be in? Because 7 days from now, he's going to turn right back around and face the super sub, Sean Tempers, who, I remind you, very fresh.
Oh, Weaver lock! The Weaver lock applied by Ace Rockwell. He's trying to wear down the big man. A man, it is obvious that Dan Wilson is controlling him. I don't know if you saw this. The whole time he was choking Rockwell, Wilson was screaming at him, "You have to break. You have to." What the son of Satan, Azrael, is out here at ring, and he's dragging referee Speedy Nelson away.
Wait a minute.
Oh, you want to stop a monster? That's how you do it.
Well, right there, I mean, you know, illegal blow to the baby maker, so to speak.
Hey, there's no ref.
That's right. And Ace Rockwell has got his second win.
He's going to need more than a second. He'll need a third, a fourth, a fifth, and a 12th. The monster has, good Lord, a half Nelson choke. Appears to be the Kata Hajime.
Now, wait a minute. Now, where is Speedy Nelson?
Oh, well, here's referee Wesley Grissom trying to break this up. He's doing everything. Rake the eyes, do whatever he has to do to get this guy away.
Ace is out, too, by the way.
Oh, he's just dangling there lifeless. And good grief. You can hear Dan Wilson screaming, "Break it." Oh, there's the bell. Let's Speedy Rich to get the word.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by disqualification,